Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Today we have a guest.
Yes, we do.
Do you want to introduce yourself? If you people don't know him, then I don't know what you are doing in your life.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you get? If you don't know him, then you don't
over the course of these few
you don't
years,
know what's going on.
Exactly.
over the last decade and the last couple of years.
It's more than a decade.
What's
Yes, don't remind, don't let them know. They think I'm old. It's been 5 years, don't worry. I started
5 years of what?
of music.
Oh,
Okay, fair.
I started when Apple Music came to Nigeria.
We have, what was that thing? Alaye Toshigogo. Is that how you
Daddy.
I have many names.
Many
now.
names.
Alaye Shigogo, Alaji, Bile, Hafusa and Alaga, Domo, Action Governor. Yakpabi is 5 trillion.
We have Reminisce with us today.
Yes.
If you've been listening to this podcast for
We've
many
been looking
years,
for
you know,
this man. Oh my God.
you know.
Every year we dedicate minutes to say that you know who are going to have one day. And here it is now. You see, what's that thing that they do? Manifesting.
Yes, so
Here we are.
delay is not
We are
Delilah.
here now.
Delay is not Delilah.
We are here.
We are.
It's nice to be here.
Thank you.
The set looks good.
Thank
The
you.
ladies look
Well, thank
very
you.
good as well.
Thank
So
you.
but
You don't look too bad yourself.
thank you very much. I'll take it. It's a double.
But how have you been?
I've been well. Just
What did you do this weekend?
what did I do this weekend? Nothing football. I had a
You were
release
playing or
Friday.
you were watching?
Watching. I had a release Friday. I don't play.
You don't play anymore. Why?
I'm
Did
too
you
old to
fall
play
down
now.
in primary 6? Or?
I'm just trying to. Since I turned 40, you have to be careful. I don't do things that will put my, so I just watch. I had a release Friday. Just did a bit of monitoring. Post this. You know the way it is.
Did you
have
not?
to
You didn't
post this now.
celebrate, like even personally.
We had a party Thursday into Friday. So slept a little bit, went back home, and I've been home until went to my kids, whatever today, and from there to I said what I said.
Lovely. What did you do this
Thank you.
weekend?
I had. I'm trying to remember.
It's a blur.
Is it, girl, I did many this weekend. I had. Yes, on Saturday, my friend, she wrote a book. She wrote a novel, a really good novel, and then we did like a discussion about the book. It was like the book launch, pretty much. And then from there, I had dinner. And then I went to, everybody knows Ozzy, went to Ozzy's birthday.
Party. Someone, when I posted Ozzy, someone messaged me. So every year she has her party, and there's always like, the lights are always one color.
Oh, yeah.
So it's red or green or whatever. So someone messaged me that, does Ozzy have these lights at home? Because why is it that every time she has everywhere, that does she take it out? Like, is it in her house? So
And you know the funny thing, because of where she had it at 16 by 16, and we were driving there, I just saw one floor.
you just see, it's a
Red
very tall
lights.
building, and everywhere just normal. And you just see one apartment everywhere red. It just looks like bad things are
Really,
happening.
really weird. Like Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but that was a lot of fun. Ozzy throws a good party. And then I was supposed to go from the party to a rave. And so the thing is, my friends think they are sharp. They think they can trap me. I said, okay, let's go. As a matter of fact, her sister, Omono, was like, oh, don't worry, I'll drop you at home. I thought she had trapped me. Started zooming off. I said, okay. She thought I was going to say, nah, she guys dropping me at home. I didn't say anything. In the car, someone else in the car was like, oh, my shoes I wore are too high. I'm not comfortable. I said, you want to wear my shoes? Because we're the same size. Like, we can switch shoes. She was like, oh, thank you, Jola. And she said, Omono said that actually she had been paying attention. That's why
She would have known that this is a stupid plan.
So we get right, and everybody's assumption is that if we get the Jola, will surely, we're already here now. She will answer. She will enter. They start coming out of the car. They just notice that this woman is not coming out, and I know her driver well. I told her driver we're going home. Even he was like, "Ma, like you're already here. Just enjoy." I said, "No, we're going home. We are going home." But these ones, children of the night,
lie to you,
wayward.
What we did that night, it's bad. No, do you know? So yesterday was my auntie's birthday, and we were telling. So she was like, "Oh, what do you guys do?" And we're saying it, and one of my uncles just looked and said, it's bad. When somebody just looks so deeply disappointed in me, are these the leaders of tomorrow?
The future of this.
So we went to the
very great
rave.
country.
Very good, very nice. We were at the rave. Oh yeah, On the 4 o'clock, somebody said, "Oh, where should we go next?" You know when you hear things and you're like, "What's really happening?" So I now said, "You know what? I want to go out for some air." So we're standing outside. As we're standing out for some air, somebody just said, "Oh, should we go to Boho?" It was not up to 5 minutes. Everybody just started wanting. Everybody just entered their car. So in the car, all of us now said, "Sorry, what are we doing now as we're here now?" We left, we went to a party, mind you. Full birthday party. We left the birthday party, went to a rave. We did 1 hour, 2 hours at the rave. Is it not time to go home? We said no.
Of course. Why do you want to go home?
You know, when we got to Boho, the guy at door was like it's like people have started leaving. It's closing in a bit.
Should have gone Kilox.
The person that was on the table that was just saying, no, we're coming. As we came in, they still ordered again. Even the waiters were looking like he loaded. That's how we were at Boho. We were there till maybe 5:30. Oh yeah, Ileya. Someone said, back door is still open.
Where's that back door?
Issa should tell us.
Issa, Issa don't know. No, Issa is hot box.
And back door.
Oh, I know the hot box. So I've been to hot box.
Yes, back
it's
door
like
is
red
behind it.
room.
I think Spinall took me there.
Yeah.
To hot box once.
Someone just said back door. So I messaged them, we're coming. I said, no problem. It's God that saved us. As we got outside, if you see the torrential downpour, the kind of rain that like, you know that what the heavens are saying, lolly. Everybody to their homes. Because if not, that night, the sun would have met us out. I got home and I had to reflect. I said, you don't know my age. What's happening?
It's not that bad, no. Have you guys been to Kilox lately?
No, I haven't been in a while.
Kilox starts 5:36 a.m.
Start.
I just remember.
Yeah, that's why I said you should have gone Kilox. Kilox starts 5:36 a.m. when everybody's going to work. That's when Kilox
There was one day I barely
got
got
in there till
home.
like 8, 9.
That's crazy.
It's always nice. Then you have breakfast upstairs. Like,
to be fair, even on Saturday,
this does not sound nice coming from
I went to Jay's diner on the way home just for
Jay's. Okay, that's KJ's.
Yes.
One.
Yeah.
So
And
that
then
was what I did.
On Sunday, I ate. Then I went to my friend's house. And I thought because it was
You
already
eat out, you
9
don't cook, do
o'clock,
you?
I don't like cooking.
You don't like cooking,
No.
that's fine. Do you like cooking? Both of you don't like cooking.
That's all.
So come on, that's it.
I'm
Yes,
telling
ma'am.
you.
Come on, te.
I have a
2
chef.
portions, 3 portions. Okay, you have chef. Do you?
So I direct.
Well,
You know,
chef is a strong word for what's going on.
You don't have technically.
Technically.
you know, it's good to direct. I always
It's okay.
bring up
It's okay.
video.
Not everyone likes. I don't know how
Do
to
this.
cook. I can't cook.
And then when he's doing it, I say, is that what Nigella did? Is that what she did?
I thought at 9 o'clock, since it was already 9, because we were waiting for my friend and his wife. They had just gotten married, so he's late. He was late to his wedding, just for context. And so we're like, where are they now? Where are they? And I thought I was happy thinking that okay, since they are late, we won't
go.
They're like, as soon as he got there, they were like, oh yeah, we're going. So we went. Our friend had a big barbecue, and we went there. And Yoruba people will always be super Yoruba because how was there still food?
No, there has to be
so much food.
You know, I was at my auntie's house. It was her birthday, and then I was waiting for Dekle and someone else to come because we were like, okay, when they come, we'll now go. Those ones now came. They now saw food. They said, okay, let's eat first before we go there. Before we left, you know how it is when you're about to leave and everybody's standing up, you've held your back. Cho. Another person will say one thing. Then somebody else came in. How far? This one. As I just looked at the time, said 11:30. Dekle said, will they still be there? I said, bro, tomorrow is Monday. We actually have to stop behaving like we don't have what we're doing.
Especially on this side of the map.
Yeah.
This place where you
So
people live.
that was it.
People wake up 11 p.m. Yeah, so sometimes when I'm on the island like that, and especially our industry people, when they want to come, you know, like, I got to go around, I just Mumbonsi, you know me, I'm an old man, so you say I have to do my 7 hours complete, so I try to sleep like 11, 12, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Then they waking you up, I got one Sunday. Until day, on this Igbo, Agomilo. You know, so you have to stay up to like 6 a.m. when they're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just up to like from like 11. Like, let's go, let's go kill. Like, so they are going to bed now. Me, I can't sleep again.
I remember one day I barely got home just before my parents woke up and started getting ready for church. So they're like, oh yeah, let's go. And so while driving past Kilok, my dad was like, he just doesn't understand people like this. My brothers are just looking at me. Like, he's God that allowed you to enter this house before this man came down. But I just don't understand this sort of thinking. Because we were on our way to church, obviously people were just coming. But I just don't get it.
They play my fans.
You were enjoying the party up until this point. Another time that day, and it's so 4 o'clock, the good DJ comes out.
As I was getting in like 6:30, my brother was now messaging me, "Where are you?" I said, "I just go home." Only for me to enter the house and discover that he's actually not there.
Because Killers just open.
So why are you asking me where I am? He said, "I'm just checking now that I'm coming home." Sure. He came like when he got home at 7:30, he knocked on my door because me I went to shower. This one, I said, "Should we just go to church?"
Like that, just wrap everything up.
Church is 10. They just have a brief nap.
Did you guys make it?
Online.
Evening service.
A brief nap at 7 to wake up at 10. We knew we were whining ourselves, but we just wanted God to know that everything is the thought that matters.
You were telling us about Hajj. And you went.
Yeah.
How was that? What made you decide to go?
Bucket list stuff. It's just, and moreover, it's just one of the pillars of Islam. I showed. Like my father and his father before me, and the one before me. So I'd wanted to do it. I think I was supposed to go 2016, but I couldn't go. I had a release, so got messed up. Then again, just kept my mind. So I think that same year I wanted to do Umrah, the lighter one. Then I sent in my passport, but my passport was going to expire in a month. I didn't even know. So I now did the renewal and prepared for Hajj proper. And I went in there and discovered things. I found
when you come out, do you feel like you know
different.
what? I'm like a new person.
Of course, you feel it. You see it. I'm not really into, but I'm just speaking for myself. Yeah, of course you feel it. You know you're a different person. You feel your. I think the most important thing I took home from there was that, there's a part where you have to sleep on the bedroom, no matter who you are, the president, no matter who you are. The only difference is you just have a tent.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a head of state, they give you a tent, but you have to sleep on that bed.
You sleep on the floor.
Or the TT, not on the floor, or the third road, that's where you have to sleep. So it just teaches you that at the end of the day, I just...
Yeah. All the same.
Yeah, and having to share, the loo with... there's a part where you won't shower for 3 days. And you have on the same stuff. Yeah, the same stuff. So then you also have to share the
bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom. So, and there's no provision for a shower to make sure you don't shower.
Yeah.
So there's like a tiny hose just for you to brush and clean up if you... So that was, that was quite a disaster. But it's, it was part of the journey. It was really nice. I went in determined I wanted to do all the rights.
Yeah.
I wrote everything down. Like, I wrote everything down. I was ticking everything. I wanted to do everything exactly like. So, we are out. So, God bless South Sultan. May so rest in perfect peace. His younger brother, Dr. K, was in Saudi Arabia then. So, I called him, bro, doctor. I mean, the ball. He was like, come on. So, he now came to the hotel and saw me, gave me meds and whatever, told me to... and I think I had like 3 days left, so I just managed. I finished it, but it was
tough.
It was tough,
but also a really, really great experience. And also, what I think the most important factor for me is that as Muslims, that thing you wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you most likely get buried in. So it's just a reminder every day. You open your wardrobe, you see it up there. Like, so if anything happens, I say maybe I got your shoe. Empty,
please.
How to say, yeah. You don't understand. I'm a bash of that. So, I clean all the time. Won't need to. In case of maybe I'm just leaving. I said what I said, and I just off like that.
Don't forbid. I beg, go, please, It's very careful when you're doing this.
No, it's actually one of the lessons. Like, you learn there that. You're not in control of whatever.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen at any time. And so you come back home with an open mind. You learn to be more forgiving. You learn to assist as many people as you can.
Yeah.
And just live life.
Assist me.
Mateo, you
didn't learn that lesson very well.
No. Where I come from? What I tell you?
From the same place. I'm from Abeokuta. You don't know if we're neighbors.
Originally, did you vote to Ogun State?
It's not about that.
Did you vote to Ogun State? No, I did not.
Exactly.
That's what I'm telling you. So my own side of the map in Lagos, that's what we do. We collect money. They are going to press. Your own side of the map, they press. My own side, they collect.
All right, boys and girls, this fantastic episode of I Said What I Said is brought to you by AfriChange.
AfriChange is the easiest way to send money across Africa and internationally everywhere.
There are very low fees, no processing time, if any, very tiny, and you get loyalty points the more you use.
Yes. If you are in Nigeria, you can pay your bills in Canada. You can send money to Canada.
Exactly.
You can also pay your school fees in Canada directly from Nigeria in Naira. If you are in Canada, you can send money to many, many countries all over the world.
All right, guys, so get to supporting people who support us. Enjoy AfriChange and enjoy the rest of the episode.
That is africhange.com.
Okay, so normally what we tend to do is we have dilemmas.
We try our best to help. See, I've seen some of the things people are written. So you're gonna do like an agony uncle, just a bit.
People have problems with this.
Serious.
Major problem.
Let me tell you, major problem. And some of the ones here, serious. I don't know, maybe it's because the year is ending. Their problem is
It's also
now,
because we traveled for a while. People have been sending in and we hadn't been seeing them.
When people, they're like, I've been sending this thing. You people should look at it. Is it, you know, that the problem, the problem is really doing them.
Auntie, I say I'm in love with 4 people. I'm pregnant for 1. Wow.
Okay, Jola, there's one you said. Actually, well, before that, I just want to say one that is hilarious.
Okay.
So why you're finding that one?
Okay.
This person is called FK's BC, God forbid. Please help me. My boyfriend eats 14 loaves of bread in 1 week. I know this because we go to the grocery store together and he buys it in front of me. He lives alone. Even Jesus used 5 loaves to feed 5,000 people. My own boyfriend swallows 2 loaves per day. That's not all. He also ate 7 sausages in 1 sitting. This man is not a teenager. He's almost 30. Eating like this. I've cautioned him on his eating habits and he doesn't listen. Yes, he's very skinny, so he's not showing. But I know you'll catch up to him one day. This man eats like a lion. Please, what can I do? Love you guys.
I don't think it's really bad. Yes, because the economy is delay. About the bread, yeah. You see that 1 loaf now, it's not the loaf of when we're going. I'm being honest here. You understand? You know, before now, 1 loaf, you look at like, but 1 loaf is about, see, I'm actually TikTok now, don't actually. So if you look at it, it's not really much. But the sausage one for health reasons, but bread is really bad. 2 per day.
2 per day.
Everybody like bread.
With 7 sausages.
You know, with bread, you know, if you eat bread, you'll be taking what I'm going to
with 7 sausages, no koda.
Sagbali wine somewhere in there, no. Like bread, yeah.
I think there's 3.
If you really check it, Sagbali, I'm telling you, because then you don't job it.
No.
You never job it, come at your bread, but never.
It's just bread.
It's just bread. This guy just eating bread.
There's no soup. Is there soup?
No.
You cannot have soup and be eating.
Yeah, 2 loaves of bread.
So shop any here. Oh, mommy, load laro, maybe 5 liter.
She doesn't know what he's going through.
She probably doesn't know.
She doesn't know what he's going through. That's
not be very honest.
He's not being very honest.
I don't want honest. Babe, let me cook soup or whatever. You change my bar. You start making more bar now, consuming but that bread one. So go on paddy on.
No, but you can't eat even if you like bread every day. 2 loaves, kilo day.
No, that's why I'm saying that. You see the choice of food there. There's a problem there. The choice of bread, 2 loaves. So which means we any job there. Because if I'm a job, I'm a jello.
No, but if you're broke, you can't eat 7 sausages.
She's afraid that they will marry. One day he'll be 40. She just see that his stomach has expanded.
No, it's not just that. But you know, have you ever been somewhere where there's a way someone eats that maybe at home when they do it, you just think, now wow. But when you see the way other people are looking at your partner eating like a thief. eating like a thief. But I don't know, maybe he has a family.
Where?
14 loaves of bread.
No, you can't have a family and be eating like that. You don't understand. This person will lobby and listen. You still don't understand what I'm saying. If you're with your family,
but if he has money to buy sausage, why can't he buy
7 sausages in 1 sitting?
You cook soup now. If you understand, if when there's soup, you at least rice and stew, rice and vegetables, you'll be
maybe
yam and stew, once a man mix it, but you don't keep ready. I'm alive and mommy throughout. So I load water just to be feeling filled, all day. What is that?
Anyway, I think there's a serious underlying issue.
So the babe needs to be more, madam.
She needs to check.
Madam, you need to be very, very observant now. You need to find out what's going on.
She needs to check what's going on.
Find
this
out
is actually not
house.
a normal.
Check his fridge. check if there's blender in the kitchen. You need to investigate. This is not.
She needs to check very well what's going on.
Check his dispenser or if he's pure water, they take. Do you understand? Just find out what's going on there. There's something. Maybe try and cook soup for him and he'll reduce to 1 loaf a day. Maybe 1 loaf a day and 3 sausages.
Okay, a family man. So this is a good question for you. This is from a tired wife who says, "Hey guys, I'm an adamant member of the Biburun community over here, but here is my dilemma. For some reason I can't understand and really bugs me. My husband is uninterested in going out on dates or family trips. We live abroad and we are doing very well. All he does is talk about work and bills and never prioritizes time for both of us. I also work extremely hard. I earn okay and support him and our baby. He has a very good job and earns very, very well. But he's always complaining about money, which I can't really understand what he's spending said money on. Me, I want to go out on dates and travel with my husband. But what he wants to do is help everyone else outside and send money to his family in Nigeria. I need some ideas on help on how we can talk about and overcome this issue."
Okay. The first half sounds like me. The first half sounds like... See, this is going to be a very honest conversation here.
Oh, yeah.
The way the world is designed now. Yes, feminism, I understand all that. But men were created to provide.
Okay.
Like I say this every time, like when I see people fighting over you don't want to cook, if you don't like to cook, marry a man that will be okay with a woman that doesn't like to cook. You get what I'm saying? Me now, I cannot marry somebody that cannot cook because I cannot cook. You understand? And I cannot go outside and be shouting, yo, yeah. If I'm on me, 6 o'clock, my daily, I will not be ordering food. It's not going to work. You understand what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? So I have made my choice.
You made your choice.
You understand? And the person I'm with even loves to cook. Normally, everybody that comes to my house know, even minus me being a husband. People come to my house because they want to eat. They even know already. Everybody know my mama. So if you want to say nothing, normal. Minus being a husband and those so the point here is people go out to get money. To make sure their families live very comfortable lives. It is hard to get that balance. It is very, very, very hard, especially when you're active. I'll give you guys an example. Like last year was the first time in like 11 years I went to a party with my wife that's not a family occasion.
Really?
Yes, because where's the time?
Where's the time because you're both super busy, or like where's the time just because that's not what two of you prioritize?
It's not about priorities, it's just because when prime time lands, so I was active. Like there's no free weekend. There's no. You don't understand what I'm saying. So like, it is crazy. It sounds weird, but these are just facts. Like people have to go out and provide. There are men who, for example, now the way I run my own side is I don't care how much you have. You understand? You want to buy a car, buy the car. If you like, go and blow it. You do something as well. I'm the one that bought the car for you. Your money is your money. You understand? That's how my father, how my father before him, his father before him, that's what I want. That's how I want to live my life. You understand? If you want to form work and you want your wife to buy a car, you want to buy yours, that's cool. No problem with that. You understand? But me, I was, raised to take care of, women. You understand? My sisters, my wife, I was raised to take care of them. You understand? I believe it is my responsibility to take care of, my wife. So if you want to run 50-50 with your wife, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't run 50-50 with my wife. You understand? So these things are just about choices. So when you say, oh, your husband does not have time, he doesn't have time because he's working.
No, it's not
because of
he's
that.
He's too busy. That's what I read.
I don't think that's the
You want to say he's not prioritizing, that there should be...
No, because, so remember she said that, like, again, he's doing quite well, blah, blah, and it's not just a function of he doesn't have... Obviously, he's working now. Yeah. She's working, but this is something that she clearly really wants. And he's obviously helping a lot of people. I don't think she's saying stop helping them. She's just like, let's make time now.
Yes.
Talking about going to dinner.
You will see now that this guy now, if you check this guy now, this guy probably has, this guy, the Rick ambition. This person,
Won't he go and eat?
He's looking for. He does it. Only chasing the next promotion. You understand? Chasing the next.
As he's chasing the next promotion.
Women will never be satisfied.
No, that's not
true. If you provide and you over provide, you get. Wait. Women, when you don't provide.
Which one is over provide? Let them try it. Let them try it on me. Test me. Over provide for me. Let me test it.
We'll come to your marriage. We'll come and do after.
Yes.
We'll come and do assessment. Year out assessment. Don't worry.
I'll call you one day. My husband is just over providing. I don't even know what.
They play my fans.
It's too much.
They play my fans. I've heard you.
He just gives me
too much. The provision. I'm just swimming in it.
The point is, women, insatiable beings. You provide time too much.
Okay, but let me.
You look like you're not. What's going on now?
No,
she's not. I think maybe they just need to strike a balance. But what I'm trying to say is, lately people have been trying to paint this kind of men as, I see some conversations online where people say, fathers, be there for your children. I'm like, do you think people don't actually want to be there for their children? People are waking up at 6 a.m. at bus stop. Nínú ìjọba, inú epo 1B. Palita, when you're 6 o'clock. Some people are coming to work on the island.
It's not that.
You don't understand, so that they can provide accommodation for their kids and whatever.
I get what
then you now come back and say, you're not there for your child. What would you have to do?
It's not by this one. It is by, okay, no problem. You left the house at 5 a.m. Now you came back home. Your children are still awake. You have two choices. You can go and play with your children.
Or you can
go
what are you saying? Don't you live in Lagos?
No, but what I'm saying
is, you can watch football.
Is this
what I'm saying is, once in a while, don't choose football. Come play with your children.
I choose football because football relaxes him.
Okay, no problem. Then we should say you're not there for your children.
Then when the children grow up, daddy should not relax me.
Carry your children. Make the football part of you people skinny. Let all of you be watching together.
A lot of boys
get out. When I watch football,
then you also know that we are not like you people. When I say you people, I mean women.
Sure.
We're not. No matter what, when you are going through stuff now, you find it very easy to tell your husband, babe, I'm going through this. Men are not like that. Men are not built like that.
No, but that's
you take it in.
Of this.
You take it in so much. It's part of it. That's why you cannot play with the kids, because he's probably had issues at work.
What she's saying is,
after the whole stress.
No, what she's saying is my husband does not like going on dates. And the problem here, let me tell you
only reason to say, Lord, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that there are things inside that.
He might not even be that guy, but can I say something? If you marry somebody, at some point, you have to acknowledge what they are also looking for. Yes. So nobody's saying he should go on dates every week, should be buying flowers. Day. But you know that this thing, my wife, this is what she wants, this is what she wants, this is what she wants. She keeps saying it. Once a month at least. Just enter your car, go for dinner, come back home, finish. She said they should go to the weekend. Nobody's saying you have to go to Santorini. Okay, people should go to Accra.
Go to Lakowe.
They play my fans.
Give the baby to the grandma.
Yes, give the baby to your sister. Go to Lakowe. Share weekend.
I think you mentioned something there, Sha. That's why I said people should try.
In the same way she will know that maybe
what's our compatibility test before they get married. Yes, I'm telling you. I mentioned this thing earlier, that if you know that you cannot be with a woman that cannot cook, so that
no, let's use this one. Are you a romance guy?
No, I'm not.
Romance?
I'm not. But I'm not. And
my wife is happy with
she's not happy. But what she has done lately now is that she has signed out and she's like, you compensate with money for it. And I'm doing it. She knows.
Yes, but this woman, that's not what this woman is.
I'm not romantic. You understand? I cannot be forced to be. They've tried to force me.
This woman is not happy to compensate. She's just like, I just need something. And to have peace in his life, to have peace in his life, all he needs to do is once a month take this babe out. That's all. You know my view on all these
I'll come year out.
No,
all these things you are saying, please, you come. I'll come and be asking you all these things you are saying. How is it going?
Let me tell you something.
I'll ask you how is it going now.
Even though on the last episode they've said I'm not a real lover girl, but do you know what? Lover girls unite. I cannot marry somebody that is not into romance.
And that's fine. That's why you should do these things. You cannot.
But what I'm saying is, if I happen to now do mistake that I fall in love with someone that is not too into it, we will come to a compromise.
Yes, now.
That, see, I get it. You, maybe his own is that he wants a space or whatever. As I'm giving you your space, once, you two, you give me my own. That's the nature of compromise.
Of course.
So that's all. And I feel like it's a bit cruel to just keep on forming, this is not who I am. I think we have and not answering.
Too many people that are married, that do not fit.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
We have too many people that are married that
also,
don't fit.
If no man is giving everybody in the world, he's doing Father Christmas. At some point, I'm going to have to be like, see, Which time?
You want my burial money?
Which time? It's not money. Which time will you give us? You are doing for the Christmas. You are sorting this person's problem. And you're sorting. This is your family.
Some problem sorting is different from time now.
It's time.
No, but he's taking time out of.
He's taking time out of him, out of his attend to them.
I think it's just the insistence that you can't try.
Yeah.
So for instance, like my dad was really, really busy, very busy. But at a point he realized, and he hated it, how he noticed that he'll come home from outside when he's walking inside. He'll hear me and my brothers laughing. By the time he opens the door,
everybody's quiet.
He disappeared. And initially he used to feel cool, like, because that's what used to happen when he was small.
Of course, that was true now.
His dad would come, he would just sit down until he realized that me and my brothers, my mom too used to work. Once she comes back, we'll run, we'll go and hug her, we'll start talking. And talking. My mom will say, if you could please, I'm tired. We'll say, okay, we're going to go for 1 hour. They'll come back and disturb you. And over time, he realized that I don't know.
There's a disconnect.
I don't know these people.
Yeah.
And so he realized that it was his temperament. So my dad he's not a mean person, but just because he'll be so stressed and so annoyed. By the time he gets back, when my mom is hearing laughter, what is hearing? His head will just be hot. That what are these children?
Yeah.
But he had to start making the effort.
Deliberate efforts, yes.
But the pretense that you can't make the effort is what is amusing. At least try. Let it be that you go once in a while. You are frowning.
I know
the truth is that he has to try.
I did a podcast, I think last year, where I mentioned something similar to. People said I was lying. Where I said, since I turned 41, I really slowed down and, started focusing on my kids and my family. I just went into their room one day and I didn't realize the entire room was now pink and everything. People said I was lying.
You didn't even know.
I didn't even know what's going on in my house. And we're just like 4 rooms upstairs and just the next room. And I didn't know for like 3 years. I didn't know what's going on. People say, you don't know. But I was like, okay, don't worry.
It's very possible.
You don't understand what's going on. So it's like
possible.
Sometimes you just get buried in these things, I come home when they're going to school. I don't get to see them.
So you just see them kind of be passing.
You get what I'm saying?
So but you're not chilling inside their room.
Yeah. So when I realized, like something similar to what you said, and I realized that, they're quite distant from me. And, they're not used to me. It's not like they're distant. They don't hate me, but, they were not just
know you like that.
They were not just used to me. So now it's like my last kid, who we had when I was chilling where we had. So that one now is on my, if you go through my Snapchat now, out of like 1,000 pictures, it's like 8, 9. I see 2 pictures this morning where they were going to come and wait me, come and take picture because they're putting on native for independence.
Yeah.
You understand? So the last one kind of looks like my favorite, which, you shouldn't have favorite kids. But she's because I was more chilled when, she was growing up. Unlike the other ones when it was like peak period, I didn't have time, I didn't spend time, I didn't understand. So it's like that. But at the same time, people need to do compatibility checks before they get married rather than event planning and whatever.
Okay, can I also just say, I don't mean to talk. I think a lot of Nigerian men don't understand the concept of romance.
It's not a lot of Nigerian men.
No, once money enters the matter, they just think you can throw. They think you can throw money at it, and that's the end of the matter.
Life is hard for Nigerian men. You are speaking as if we are not.
This man just paid school fees recently.
He said,
Congaza, bro. You don't understand. This is not America. You don't understand. Life is hard. See, I'll give you an example. Growing up,
but these ones are in America.
These are men here now. These are young men here. Ask them. You talk to them. If when I leave, ask them. Before you talk to a girl, normal now. We were raised to always cater for women.
Yeah.
You understand? If you're talking to a girl now, she will bring 3 of her friends that you will buy drink for on a date or whatever. It's normal. We are not in a society where women pay for anything.
Sure.
Talking about it, we're involved. You understand? So all these things, unsa romance. Because I am Congaza. Because I am reduced romance, So, me, let me tell one thing. I'll say, Jola, let's go on the days. You come with FK. Now, FK will eat. And take
okay, but if I come, should I not eat?
Cocktail. No, but there's one thing also, mocktail or something. Quacktail. I take cocktail. You don't understand now. So you now go, me now, or go. Maybe I collect the money from Arizona. What romance are you looking for again? You don't understand. Romance starts when people start on 50-50 basis, neutral basis.
Right.
You like someone because you like them. A lot of people like, the opposite sex because of what they can, There's a bit of a cultural, or social angle there, not cultural, social angle there where, there's a social something down there. where that's why you don't find women. Me and my wife are age mates, and it's really weird.
Yeah.
It's really,
Most
really
people
weird.
don't
Yeah,
have
because when we go out with our friends, their husbands are like,
older.
you know.
And your own friends, their wives are younger.
You understand? Yeah, you get. So me now, my own friends now, their wives are calling my wife auntie. You understand? And me now, my wife's friends, I'm calling the husband.
The hell out
because
it's
weird.
I'll be annoyed.
It's weird to see that combo where people, because most younger girls go for older men who have, who have settled down, who have things, who have cars, it's just normal. It's a social, there's a social defect
that
somewhere in there.
The way people
of course
see
it does. So man's that romance now. If it's what's in tell, oh, damn, look, tell, romance, you drain me already. You know, you drain me already. So you're not expecting me to not be possible. But people that start genuinely from, I like you, I love what's going on with school. You find that you're used to yourselves.
Yeah.
You probably went to uni same time.
Yeah.
So Emma attached Moraine. That's the primary basis of foundation of your relationship. Yeah, of your relationship.
Yeah.
But when she finesse, for romance.
Let me tell you, I still
you know what I'm saying? So it's not like don't blame Nigerian men.
I blame them more.
I think they need to bring back.
You don't want to see FK say one more bill my lorry will be right.
No, I'm into romance.
Hey, but before romance, you want action wine.
It doesn't mean that the
romance a lot of flowers. But Google flower, Google flower for me. You are saying can a normal boy, can a hardworking human being, FK, be honest.
Is it an animal that
do you get the people that are talking to me? Are they not normal boys?
Which normal boys? Normal human being. Don't she shine to Lola or Jiko, Michelle, ni to Jiko, ni Bagadan 6. To one fashion if you are in the a low salary is only a flower for. Ask yourself, please.
Look, you
ask yourself,
Google flower. No, I know how much flower is.
Google flower is all about Google flower.
Can we keep it?
Yeah, I know how much the flower is.
You don't understand. So even romance itself is expensive.
Problem. Yes.
In this Lagos.
No, I don't see.
But there's also consideration.
So it's not every time.
Women just want to be applying emotions.
I bought flowers yesterday and I was scandalized. I bought flowers for my auntie. I was just scandalized at the price of the flower.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, it was very crazy. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello!
So we know how, the cost of living is at the moment. We are all looking for money that can come in. So if you want to, make a little bit of money, you don't want to stress yourself, you can put your money into Bamboo's fixed returns.
Yep.
Where you can earn up to 8% per year in USD.
Yeah.
That is United States dollars.
You also don't have to be anxious about putting your money down for an extremely long time. You can put it for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year, which is 12 months.
Yeah.
So like we said, up to 8% a year, you can save that money in Naira or dollars.
Yes, you can.
And if you're interested in what we're saying, you can click this link to get started.
Get into it. You guys will recall that my team won the challenge. So I'm so sure some of you have already jumped on this, but people on Jola's team are just learning about it. There's no problem.
All right, guys. Back to the episode.
Bye. You know what happened? I didn't go there and say, this is my budget.
How much did you buy? How much?
Wait, now I went there and then I was like, I don't have time. So I just need to buy flowers. Because it was Sunday, so they were closing at 6 and I got there like 4:30. I was like, I just need to buy a bouquet that is already set. Let me be going to my auntie's house. I now saw one. I was like, I really like this one. So I was trying to calculate. I know roses are super expensive. So I went for hydrangeas and they had other things. The man just said, it's really nice bouquet, 75K.
Cool. How much is minimum wage?
I said, let me tell you the fact. I love my auntie. How
much do I love her truly?
To somebody.
Do you see
she
romance?
also has 3 children.
No.
Each of them can do something for her. I said, do you have anything concerning 50K? But they showed me the bouquet. I said, no.
You had to go for this 75.
I had to go for that 75K. And I was so annoyed. When I now got there, she now took it. She now told her house help to put it inside. I said, no, you will display it on the dining table. Where is she taking this now?
This is a lot of money.
I said, put this. She said, she should put it. I said, in front of people, put it here. Don't carry this thing to any other. That's what
no, but genuinely,
I'm just saying
there's consideration.
You just drove down.
No, but my point is, I still did it because she likes that and it was good.
FK, Magbo. FK, Jaws, Magbo. Flower Wasu, 75B. Which means anybody to a flower be 3 times
but you
a
can
month.
buy flowers for
you don't need to do, but you don't need to do flowers.
Just wait. Let me learn. You should just listen. We are here. Don't worry. I just got here. Listen to me. So, how often should flowers come in the month? Like,
it depends on what you are able to do.
Also, I think...
It depends on the person.
No, I'm just asking. This is just... This
no,
is,
I know, but
how
also,
often should flowers come in
personally,
the
I
month?
think flowers are an excuse. Consideration, flowers are not... Culturally, flowers are something that Nigerian women are also learning to appreciate.
So what's the other way to show romance? As a Nigerian guy now, say Nigerian guy, how
honestly,
else?
it depends on who
you are dealing with and why
that's
and how.
of what I'm saying.
Hey, but we don't give me examples now.
Okay, look, Jola really likes books. So if, for example, something happens,
thank you very much.
A series, you can buy, okay, these are 5 books that somebody recommended, whatever. I bought it. How much is book?
FK concepts, I have a huge bookshelf at home, don't worry. A very, very huge bookshelf. I buy books. Jola, the only way.
Second hand or first hand?
First, the only way bookshop now, please.
Now it's like 8 to 12K.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why I said these things are not available to regular folks who...
Second-hand books.
You can buy an 8K book.
I think even if you don't have...
Don't 40 bill,
okay.
Need the love language.
Okay, hold on.
Need I'm a boy.
Let me explain.
So you don't understand what I'm saying. These things are not sustainable. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but
they only apply to certain men. If certain men are romantic, it's because they have money to finance this romance.
Hold on, and certain women.
Anything, if anybody, that's fine. Okay.
Yes, but it's not just that. So this is what I'm trying to say. You
mentioned flowers. You mentioned books. They're all expensive.
Okay, yes, but let's say they are.
Look, you can do it in your own thing. Let's say you like to cook.
Explain that thing to me.
You can make dinner in your own house.
How much is dinner now?
No, if you're the one making it, it's up to you now. It's up to you what you make. If you say I'm making, who's that?
I mean, this boss.
Naughty can.
Naughty cannot cook anything.
Is everyone bros where they cook for? Where they see for Twitter where they cook like this? I just say him.
No,
I want to tell them how much soup be.
No. If you tell me you're making me dinner, it's up to you what you're going to make.
It is hard to be romantic here.
No.
Ilu Igbo make it easy. Ilu Igbo make it easy. How
much is candle?
No, sorry,
listen to this man. Listen to this man.
How much is candle? How much is food?
Candle to Abella, the normal days.
For romance purposes, now candle.
Please help us Google candle, yeah.
No, it depends on the candle you buy. You can buy any candle.
17,000. 17,000 in the candle.
Please, all those candles that they use for dinner.
17,000 in the candle.
Small candles for dinner now. Tea candles, exactly. 2K.
Okay, so you
buy tea candles.
Romance is easy overseas because you can take walks, there are parks. You can sit.
Yeah.
Explain to me.
People will sit down on your car.
I was everywhere. Everywhere is shortlets. I don't see anything out there. There's nowhere to sit down in this lesson. You don't understand? No. So these things are not... That's why I said the environment is not being
what I just said now.
Exhibit these things you people are asking for.
You're going to make something for me that you want to make. Small candle vibe. That's romance there. You played music. Finish.
I think a lot of what we're saying is also like very...
romance,
hold on. We're also talking about some things that are very...
Buy wine.
Middle class. And very upper middle class and very upper class. It's not always like that. Let me tell you something that I was joking with a friend of mine. While driving and we watched something happen. It was very, very funny. But I understood exactly what it was. So this babe was just standing. You know when it's clear somebody's waiting for somebody?
Yeah.
And this guy came up to her and gave her something. And it looked like it was suya or something. But the look on her face, you know that this person considered her.
Yeah.
And that is what I think very often...
Is that romantic? Suya?
Yes. If you really know that it's romantic, if somebody... Do you know what? I really like coffee.
But suya no.
Do you know that people who send me coffee...
No, I'm speaking.
It's very easy for me to like you because you understand what is going on.
FK, listen to me here. What I will not do here is, I'm not going to speak from a privileged position. I'm speaking to you as a minimum wage earner.
Yeah, fine.
Suya is expensive.
Okay.
Because if I eat suya 5 times in a month, my salary is gone.
No, so where you buy suya 5 times in a month that your salary is gone now?
If I see you 5 times a month, can you like suya?
How much is suya? How much is a stick of suya?
No, but genuinely, I feel like we're still talking about these things fundamentally from this idea that you have
you have to do something.
There is consideration, and
if you know that your babe really likes this suya from this place, when you're going to a house, taking it there is, as in his room.
But do you agree that romance is sweeter with money?
Of course.
That's my point here. That's my point here.
There's nothing else.
Because you said majority of Nigerian men, and I'm trying to make you realize that a lot of people actually want to do sweet things.
My argument is that it's not even the sweet thing. My argument is that they don't take time to do the consideration. of what and
They
what
get very
and what.
frustrated.
They
They
get
can't
very
do a
frustrated
big
because
thing.
they're like, okay, I can't buy the flowers, but I'm like, but this is a babe that might like. Look, I really like coffee.
It's a set
someone
standard.
that I was talking to every time I saw him buy my coffee and bring it.
And that was
very
sweet.
Okay. Very sweet.
Coffee.
Yeah.
What about
it's not just
more than that.
It's not just coffee.
It wasn't just coffee, but
It's
my
the
point was that
consideration.
you considered
I get what you're saying,
way here, you stopped, you came and you were like, oh, here. Very sweet.
I know someone that,
and it's not about the price of the coffee.
I know someone that used to
coffee
work at an office she used to work as, I wouldn't even say like a cleaner, like an office assistant.
Right.
Yeah.
And something that she really enjoyed was that her boyfriend at the time used to pay for transport fare like once or twice a week. It was what he could afford.
Yeah.
It was what he could afford.
Was okay with it.
It was practical. And for her, it meant
but you know these things are rare.
A lot.
Rare cases.
Because it's the, I
know. You want to die under you, the Nigerian men. Nigerian men don't have. There's no room.
You forget that they were dating them now. I'm telling you.
You see the way you see this uncle now. You know this uncle knows that. Yes, tell them. He knows. I mean, uncle, am I lying?
Consideration.
Everything I'm saying, am I lying?
Consideration.
Hey, Baba.
All we're saying.
Consideration.
Like,
consider the person.
Hey, but Amal, is the market here.
That's
They've
true.
set standards that, if you don't do this, you can't be with me.
People that allow them to do this thing.
Amal, in terms of population, demographics,
No, consideration is the main thing. I will always stand by that. Just trying. There's something about effort.
But
about
Nigerian men try. We see things online now that Nigerian men do for their wives.
I don't think you're listening to what we're saying.
I'm listening now. You just want me to agree that Nigerian men are romantic.
They're not trying. See, and Nigerian men, do you remember when we used to watch all those IRV videos where they were dancing in the rain for babe? Nigerian men don't do that.
Hello, petrol bank. Hello, petrol bank.
Do you know the funny thing?
See the genre of music we are listening to now. See the tempo. Only dogun, you are saying romance. R&B go boss. Even you, if you are R&B now, you know that something is off, man. One thing, genre will lose it. One first tempo, a bit tempo is okay. I don't come Gaza. Things have changed, my sister. I understand what you're saying, but that time, things were chill. You want to chill, but now nobody's chilling.
Fair.
Everything is in Life is hard. Okay, but don't worry, Nigerian men can do better. But what I'm saying is, considering the ecosystem, they thrive. It's not really bad. It's not as bad as you guys think.
You know what? Fair enough.
It's just that you guys want everything. Time, money.
But we're giving all those things to men.
What are you giving to men?
Okay, it's not time.
What did you give?
All join now.
Everything.
They play my fans.
Let me do this one. I'm a butt chick says, hi Jolanake, how you doing? So one of my best friends in my friend group recently got cheated on, and although I'm sympathetic towards her plight, I don't know how to tell her that she's doing too much. Any small thing, oh my God, I can't believe he cheated on me. Places hands on her head like the drama queen she is. I know it's not meant to be funny, but I'm actually kind of tired of hearing about it, especially because anytime the group gets together, it's literally all we talk about. At this stage, be like, say I go come out because I'm actually getting irritated. The maddest part is if you hear the way she used to talk about their relationship, you know this guy can never marry her. So why are you not disturbing my ears? I'm so exhausted. It's exhausting. And everyone in the group is always forming, he's such a wicked person. Side gist, one of them slept with him more. Wait, come think of it. Why am I actually in this group? I'm leaving tonight, I bet.
Even you are a suspect.
No, but what have you ever had a friend who they keep talking about the same issue over and over?
Yeah,
I
think that's actually what the problem is that something is doing somebody a lot, but you are kind of like, okay.
Because she never returned the relationship in the first place.
Yeah, no,
she just
didn't. She didn't. So the problem is that she's downplaying what it is because she's just like, look, we all knew that this thing could never click.
Yeah.
So it's you that is just getting here. The rest of us who've been here since. But the problem is that if the person is your friend, it's clearly really paining her.
Of course it is.
That's just it. Or maybe the person just likes attention. Either way, Sha, if you have an issue with it, it's time to open your mouth and talk. That, listen, I get it, but you won't say it in a way that stop being irritating. But what you are trying to say is, I think at some point you kind of need to move on. But let me not lie, Sha. Someone was saying this thing the other day that because it's so normalized in our society, we just be like when cheating, you can't run mad though.
Shame for women, Abi.
Both.
It's men that I know that have almost gone mad
when they like
because they can't believe it.
When they like the person, not when they like the person. When they think they own the person, like this person can never do this.
That's right. It's always when they think
I think men are always suspicious. I think men are always like on their men are always on their like men not like suspicious. Like they have it at the back of their minds that anything can happen.
Right.
You get it's somewhere in there. But now the kind of person that does it strikes hard. Like how did I see this coming? Mm-hmm. That hurts more than the actual event. Like, how about me, Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you just have to. If you are really, first of all, the group sounds a bit dysfunctional because now you've just added that someone slept with the person that you all agreed.
And that's the person that does confess.
Thank you.
We do not know.
We don't know about the rest of you people. Personally, that's the larger offense, but never mind. I just think that if it's really doing you like that, then you have to take it on because you're going to start behaving somehow
to your friend,
and she's going to notice that. Yeah. So I don't know. It's not a comfortable conversation, but it's you that is complaining. Okay. So you have to talk.
It's not anybody's fault. There's population imbalance.
Yeah.
There are fewer men and a lot of women.
But me, I get it, Sha.
Who's going to help all these women?
When people are pained when they cheat on them, because I think it's honestly, it happens all the time, but it's a wild thing.
It's very painful.
It's very painful.
But is this one cheating?
Yes, no.
How are you sure the guy did not just pick one WhatsApp group and over one? Like I said, there's population imbalance.
A
lot of women, very few.
What's actually going on?
Who is going to? Excuse me. This is just basic science. Now let us.
But if you are good,
what does the population say, my dear? Open your phone there. What does the population? As the world as it is right now? What does it say?
It's not about that.
What gender? Gender will look for
Forget all these ones. Okay, fine.
I'm being honest.
But you chose one.
But you already chose one person.
These are difficult issues to discuss, but this is the simple truth. There is a population imbalance.
So he's helping them.
So you know, a few good men. Oh God!
Oh my God!
People laughing. A few good men. So what is going to happen to the women that cannot pair themselves with a few good men? They should go and sleep.
This guy is not a good man.
I don't agree.
He cheated on her, so he can't be that good.
He's not part of the good man.
How are you sure that's his babe? How are you sure it's not the other one that he slept to Congo that is his babe? That one was just on this way too.
I've never seen this.
That's what I'm saying. That this must be. How can you target the WhatsApp group?
Hey,
and that's why I said there will be more.
I've never seen this kind of logic before.
This is a very deep discussion. Don't worry. Welcome to this is meninism.
Let me tell you something.
This is meninism. I'm serious. So you think I'm joking?
This thing is very simple. This boy lacks discipline.
It is difficult to stay faithful. The way these things are built now.
But it's also difficult for women.
Women are chasing women. The men now. It's not the other. You know when we were young, I swear, my wife was, I think, Agony now. I don't know what we're watching. We were watching a movie or something. And I thought she was not like, that, you know, like when we were young, when you used to come to our house, you know, and, you know, it took like a year or two before you even greeted my dad. And, you know, like when we're still like just boyfriend, girlfriend, when I used to go to poly, and shit don't exist no more. It's just vibe now.
Okay, when I say men are not romantic again now, you say that I'm lying. You were going up and down looking for her.
Because that was what my brothers before me did. That was the in thing to do, you know. If I'm trying to date you, I have to come, you know, probably say hello to your brother, play a game with your brother, you know, get used to. You understand? But when you're some vibe, you know, it does vibe. And there are too many women. And if I repeat, a few.
How good can you be?
How good can you be if you're cheating?
How bad would it be to allow good women go to waste?
Yeah, terrible human being.
Oh God! Oh, these are very, very honest questions.
No,
this is sounding funny, but hey,
you say how bad will you?
You don't want to be
honest.
Just,
you know my problem.
In case you people seek political office later on, you need to learn to address the roots of issues. All this one you are discussing is surface.
No, it's not.
You want to be sharing palliative, rice. This one you are discussing is rice. The issue is population imbalance.
It's not population imbalance. It's greed.
It's
greed. Because you can be a single guy and you can sleep with whoever you like. You don't have to.
You can be a single guy.
No, you don't want to do that. You want to tell somebody that you love them, that you're with them,
together.
And knock on her head. Why don't you just form, I'm single?
Yeah,
it's the feeling at the moment that is making them say so.
Anybody that wants to come should come.
Everybody loves somebody until you see
another somebody.
Thank you very much.
Am
I like uncle? At that very moment now, you're feeling like, oh, oh my God. Then very soon, you now see people that don't have ownership, don't have owners. So I'm like, wow, and you I know. Then you say, okay, these things are normal. They are normal masculine traits.
So if that's the thing, when does it end? And
it's not going to end because of the population.
If she does it to
it can never end because of population imbalance.
Here's my question. If she does it to you, what now?
Hey, Jesus.
Well, they have to do it because of financial imbalance.
If she does, yes. If she
financial imbalance inside thing.
What of emotional imbalance?
It does not exist.
It does.
It's temporary. That's why I said at that point in time, you are feeling emotional towards that person. You think, oh, this is my babe, this is my girlfriend. You know, Bobori was up repenting. The first babe, that was his girlfriend. Or so he thought. Until he discovered somebody else on the WhatsApp group. You get me?
I'm with you.
And who knows if he has discovered
another person?
Yes, it's true.
But so you see the emotions, huh?
I'm just saying is that this thing is not sustainable because if she goes
to that thing is not sustainable.
All of a sudden, nobody's in any relationship again.
Let me tell you, it's just you people, you think with your emotions. Women are very emotional.
Men are not emotional.
You people forget that anger is an emotion.
Not as emotional as women. But the thing is, women are not
extremely
women
emotional.
Are not quick to define things. Like, women are like this babe now. Men cannot pretend. Things are always clear. Men don't pretend like that. They know what I'm saying now.
All the time.
Women pretend a lot.
All they do, half of their
men cannot pretend. Racket lock on road then. So one racket here. That one is tactical maneuver. That's not pretend. That's not pretense. That's tactical maneuver. Tactical maneuver.
I genuinely think this is the wildest episode we've ever had.
Have you ever been in the army? I tell you, because some of the
tactical maneuver,
war strategy lingo.
Tactical maneuver, ladies and gentlemen. What you're saying is being able to keep multiple partners without the others knowing. Tactical maneuver, yeah, that's inbuilt. Masculine traits.
Okay, that's not pretending.
That's not pretend. That's masculine traits. It's
so when women do it,
it's built in you.
Can I ask a question?
To be able to keep multiple partners. But
for men, it's tactical maneuver. For women, why do they call it a shell?
It's not a shell.
Okay, it's also tactical maneuver.
It's financial imbalance. Most times.
This guy has convinced himself. You can't tell him anything.
He said these are the technical terms.
You understand? That's
someone said my boyfriend is sitting on me.
He said
what the Reminisce started with is population imbalance.
But to tell me that, men don't pretend.
No, they do. They lie all.
I'm telling you that. Men don't pretend.
They lie all the time.
It's tactical maneuver.
They lie all the time.
Men are built to keep multiple partners.
They're not.
You know he's a Muslim. I even just came from Hajj.
They play by fans.
So you can't tell him anything.
3 slots. I have 3 unused slots. As I am here. Like my father before me.
You people love Wala.
And his father before him. I have 3 unused slots.
You love Wala.
In where?
Okay.
In the world.
Okay,
in which world?
Okay now.
Globally, there are more men than women.
How old are the men how old are the men that are? The men that can talk to you that you can see, how old are they? Okay, Google few good men. Then again, another problem women have is that men don't really care. You know, if men meet, say someone a nice person today now, and they get used to each other, men will most likely, overlook the beauty and all this.
Sorry, you live in the real world with the rest of them. They don't overlook anything. They don't look
anything. So men now have the ability to overlook it. Maybe she's not all that, but I like
how can your man say maybe
he's not your man yet? He's not your man yet.
But I like
he's
her.
Not your man yet. Okay. This is a honest assessment.
Okay.
This is God.
Okay, pre-dating.
Why will you date me if you don't think I'm on?
Look, listen to me. Scale of preference, one. Only I like tall, slim, thick cheeks. So Tobari slim, tall, too fair. Of course, you are managing something in there. The complexion. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm not saying it's not derogatory. Okay. These are pre-dating assessments here. So now, what's it okay? Really low.
Yeah.
But Obini need dream man and no head. You must be tall. You must have this. She's looking at most likely because, like I said, few good men don't want to and the few good men are being occupied by external figures who are seeking occupation. You understand? In WhatsApp groups. So that's where the problem is here. Everybody's preoccupied.
Everybody is preoccupied.
It's not true. Men are very deceptive.
Very, very
Men are not
deceptive.
deceptive.
And they
It's you
pretend
people
all
that
the
don't see
time.
it. You don't pretend. You are the people who refuse to see
Can I tell you
these
another
things.
thing?
See this woman now. You see this woman. See what she's saying.
Can I
See,
tell
you
you-
want to tell me that this person doesn't know now? This person knows now, but she's still telling her friend, they don't want now.
About men pretending is that even that thing you said, oh, they like tall, they like someone that has said with their mouth, they like tall, they like slim, will still go and meet a babe that is not tall, not slim. You still gotta tell her that he loves her. For
That's
what?
a variety
For
issue.
what?
That's a variety.
Okay, that's a variety balance.
Butter, sometimes you want mayo, sometimes you want unsalted. Like, that's a variety issue.
But you said that's his preference.
This one is a variety issue. You are going to seed something. Maybe they tell you that stop eating meat. You eat turkey because of cholesterol, or you understand. So that's just a variety issue. You have to. You understand? But it's not really like. You understand what I'm saying? But aren't women like that too? Like you say,
Yes,
I don't like
the
shock
problem
men.
is
When
women do it. No, I'm not. When women do it,
Yeah,
they get insulted.
they don't.
When men do it, it's just a
They
masculine
don't.
trait.
It's just that you people just want to fight.
When
every
women
day.
do it, they say
You
that
want to
they
make it
are.
look like it's men that is making the world a bad place.
It is.
We are struggling.
Let me
We are
not
going
lie,
to war.
it is.
You're
We are-
struggling with a variety issue.
We are looking for money for flour, money for coffee. You want not buy like pay coffee, like pay flour. I'm struggling for money for coffee, money for this,
Money for books.
money for book, money for diesel. Like that way. Men are trying a lot. We are just misunderstood.
If you check all the problems of the world, who's causing it?
It's women.
It's men.
Yes, it's women.
It's men.
Gbogbo ja-
All the wars that
Gbogbo
are
ja-
fighting
even
now,
How
if-
many wars involve
It's
women?
men.
Ah,
It's men that are fighting war.
the first world is women.
Eh?
Thank you very much.
It's still Adam that ate that in here.
But who convinced
It's
me?
not about that.
She
Shebi
can't
is the head
come.
of the home.
Me,
Why
I
did
feel
you
like
say
he
no?
lied. I feel like
swear
Adam,
to
like,
God.
because it's men that wrote all the
Secondly,
holy
can
books.
I also just say that if he was the head of the
Sorry,
home,
why?
no, if
Agenda
Adam,
matters.
you people
Agenda
are telling me
matters.
that
You
you
know
want to be the head of the home. Ordinary Apple, you cannot say you don't want.
Say you don't want apple.
Why did you say, as the head of the home, I don't think we should have this apple?
They play my fans.
Look at, is
Have you
that one too?
Is that not a
Have
masculine
you heard any
trait?
man say
That
they don't want
guy
apple
ruined
before?
the whole world.
There was no gender imbalance then.
I'm
No. It was
telling
only
you.
two of
It
them.
was only
I'm
two.
telling you.
Who pushed who?
She
How
nobody
can she
pushed
push the head of
anybody.
her home? How can she push
There was no home then. So there was
There
no
was
head.
home, there was Eden.
There was no home. There were just two people. Two genders, no home. So you cannot, how can you,
Okay, so based on that,
how can you assign head of home?
Okay, so based
to
on that,
somebody-
based on that, women should be in charge then. See, you people are
That's
following
what you are
us.
saying now. Women are in charge.
Why
now.
not?
No.
You people that are in charge.
Men are
And
still
you're
in charge.
ruining
This
the
is our
world.
feminism. Women are in
No,
charge.
you're
now.
ruining the world. That's what's going on.
How?
You're ruining women, the world, yourselves,
Okay,
everybody.
now. But yeah, let me ask Jules, FK. What do women want? Explain to, okay, in the Nigerian context too.
Women want to live their very best full lives.
you
Just
want to
that
be
simple.
fulfilled.
Are
You
we
want to be
stopping women
happy.
from doing this?
Men.
Please,
Men.
please discuss for
Mostly.
5 points.
Most-
So
Mostly
there's
For 5
there's on a societal level, there's the way like our government is structured.
Yeah.
There's the
Is it
way
government?
Yes.
there's the way our government is structured.
Culture.
There's the way our culture is designed.
Tradition, everything.
There's the way, and so that means that there are a lot of decisions women making. Those decisions are not is not straightforward. So, for instance, if you are culturally in a society that has designed customs, it's not even, it never has to be law.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be legal.
Yeah.
But if based on custom, based on tradition, based on the way we do things, for a woman to have a peaceful life, she has to be suboptimal. No.
No.
So let me
Define, I just want to understand.
no,
Define
peaceful.
like-
Let me give you an example of a peaceful life. There are certain decisions you can make as a woman that are fully autonomous.
Yeah.
That between your family, your siblings, your faith, your neighbors,
No,
people
but your
around you. Sorry?
Your husband does not matter in this.
No, before we even get to husband, I mean just as an individual,
Okay, as a woman.
just as a
okay.
person. There are decisions you can try to make or you want to make. Again, nobody's stopping
It's
you.
not a law.
It's not
But
illegal.
it's just norms. Societal
Yes,
norms.
no,
that say-
yeah.
Will
I
mean
That one I
that
agree. That one I agree.
Yes, and so when everybody wants to think of it as an individual, like nobody is forcing you. That is just one person in isolation. When you design a society in a way that means that society is designed in a way that means that one woman's experience is not limited to this one thing. It's many women experiencing
the same
thing
Yeah.
and different things in that same context.
Yeah.
And feminism is just saying
And then
that
when
that
you
is
now
not fair.
add men, also it changes the dynamic. Where look, if we even want to be honest, in this society, a married woman has more value than a single woman. You hear people on the road saying that you are somebody's wife and you are behaving like that, and vice versa. It happens all the time. A man, if you're talking to me anyhow, and I say I'm calling my husband, a man will respond. Culture feeds everything else.
Via religious.
No, yes, sure.
But those two things,
but everything
they believe that women at a
else.
certain age, are supposed to be attached to.
Yes.
Why?
Religion. We can't question this.
Yes, no, but even look at like. Religion, if you even see what you're saying, feminism, your grandparents or whatever will tell you that, okay, women that are working, that are doing well, will tell you, don't do too much, so that you don't scare the few good men that you're saying. So even decisions you're trying to make for yourself to improve your own life, it is with consideration of one man.
Imaginary, you don't know
That's if you want to marry now. But a lot of women don't want to marry anymore.
Don't have to consider this.
A lot of women don't want to marry anymore.
Which women? But that's because of the. Even if it's.
But that's why I keep hearing all the time. I'm not going to get married. I don't think I'll get married. I don't think I'll get married.
They're in the excessive minority.
They're in the excessive minority. That's true. But even if it is,
because I'm a fan of choice.
Can I just say, even if it is,
if you don't want to get married, that's cool.
The reasons they don't want to get married are because of what is happening inside marriage.
What is happening?
Men.
What is wrong with men?
Men is happening to marriage.
What is happening to marriage?
Men. I've just explained everything to you now.
Let me give you an example, basically. Not an example, an explanation. The truth is, if my life is more peaceful single, why on earth?
Why would I try and be married when I know you're going to come and scatter?
But you haven't tried married.
No, let me give you an example. What was I trying to say? Let's say I'm not blind.
Yeah.
I can see. So I can understand. And so far, like, I'm by myself and I'm happy. But every time, I don't know. I don't think you would have the same context, because men and women, you might be raised in the same house, but you're raised slightly differently. From young, it just starts to feel like there's very little for women to enjoy within marriage. So things from when you talk about something in a derogatory manner, let me give you an example. Like, imagine if you always assumed that military school was going to be fun. You didn't know. Maybe from when you were like 9, you just thought our soldiers look nice.
Yeah.
But then from 8, you always thought, and then you turn 9, and all of a sudden everybody just starts saying, when you go to military school, maybe you're like a funny, they'll beat stupid out of you. Mentally, even though it was something you were looking forward to before,
you're stressed.
Yeah. So think of it in this way: you're a young girl and you're very independent. You're someone that enjoys having fun, and maybe you have a twin brother. In fact, 2 of you have big personalities. Somehow, when you and your brother go out and come back, your mom will say to your brother, "Now, wow, we'll see the time you're coming back." But to you, what she says is this how you're going to behave in your husband's house, or you do laundry by yourself and you do it for yourself, or maybe you don't mind. Maybe having your clothes slightly wrinkled, all that kind of stuff doesn't bother you. You hate ironing. Whenever, instead of your mom to try and explain to you that ironing makes clothes look nicer for you, this chore that yes, you hate it all. What she says to you is
that how you're going to be your husband's
house? You iron from
so that your husband's family, so that they will say.
But what I'm saying.
Because it was a thingy. It was a thingy during their time. Like
that the context, talking like that.
Women were usually raised just get married.
Yes, but that's what we're saying. The context it still remains.
So now women don't wake up randomly and say, I don't want to get married.
No.
Societal context means you have to think of these things as truly what they are. There are people that will tell you stuff like, women will tell you in their offices, there's a running joke about how there are certain women who look nicer. Don't worry, when you marry, you'll see.
Yeah.
Now, Oshibi, you have time now. You're still doing your hair.
You're doing makeup. You're
going out. Meanwhile, men in the office are getting chubbier. What do they say? His wife is taking care of him. So one person is clearly enjoying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm so. It's like
I'm going to say this from at least this is. I'm young. I'm not an OG in marriage, but this is 14 years.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, that's a long time.
So it is. You see, the marriage thing is about sacrifices, like compromise. You just need to understand that you are 2 people from 2 different backgrounds.
Right.
My wife is Christian. 2 people from 2 different backgrounds, religious backgrounds, orientations, how we grew up, like. So you are going to have to do a lot.
But you said one word.
You understand? A lot of tolerance. It takes you wanting to be, with that person.
Yes.
We agree, but you said something.
And also not limit your partner.
You're talking about
compromise.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the expression for women? Sacrifice. There's a difference.
They don't compromise. And also the balance of who is compromising more the woman is expected to go into marriage compromising all this much.
Everything.
For the man to compromise this much. And she's
but
supposed to be
life
happy
is
about
hard.
the little
It's true.
compromise.
I'm
Life
not
is hard for
argue.
Nigerian men.
Life is hard for us
You
too
are always
now.
acknowledging Nigerian men, no.
Are we not? Do you think I don't buy?
Do you know how many people are actually sick? Like, how many people you see running to work every morning? Nigerian men.
Am I not working?
See the way these bros they look me now. You know, one day here. This was not one day here. They film this thing as he did. He might be, but he has to be here. You don't understand? Like, men are actually going through stuff.
Yes, but women. So this is what I'm trying to say.
You know, we get to hear a lot of things. Like, you get to help a lot of people, and you hear stuff. The same way you are hearing women's stuff now. There's a lot of stuff we hear too. Like,
That's my job.
You hear stuff and you're like, wow, people are going through a lot.
That's our work. So let me
You
tell you.
understand? People go through. Men go through a lot too. Like, just to keep their homes. Just to keep the lights on.
Let me tell you the truth. Everything we're talking about requires you getting to that point.
But you're speaking as if there's this, you know, super privilege for Nigerian men. As if,
There is. I'm sorry, there is.
Apart from just the cultural projection where it makes it look like men are the price or being in the man's house is the price.
Can I say that?
You don't understand.
Wait, can I say that as much as men are going through, women, see those buses that are talking about, they're on the bus at 5. Are women not on those buses?
No,
meanwhile, a woman that is she's on that bus, she still has to get home, she still has to cook for her. So what are we talking about?
Let's keep demographics here. To be honest, how many Nigerian women work?
Many. A lot.
No,
I'm sorry.
Let's not look at where we live. We live here now. Of course, a lot of women work. A lot of women are self-employed.
But also, you're not thinking about domestic labor. You're not thinking about domestic labor. You're not thinking about emotional labor. They carry a lot of things now. It's not only by going to your office.
It's not only by going to the office.
It's only by going to your office. Can you take care of 5 children?
Even these, that. How many people actually work?
Forget self-employed. What we're saying is that even the work they do at home, you people don't rate it. Can you take care of 5 children, run after them every day, then also
of course it's a job. It's shady. But what I'm saying is, men go on, but everybody bang traffic alarm for everybody.
Everybody claps for you.
But why are we surprised?
Nobody claps for anybody.
Nobody's clapping for
nobody claps for anybody.
They clap for them
nobody.
all the time.
Let me
tell you
see the way they
clap for them all the time.
No, let me tell you the truth.
Let me tell you, at least he does the clinical at least.
Let me tell you what it is. When it boils down to it, the idea, this thing that you dismissed as, culturally, men have, it's because we're seeing it.
That's the crux of the issue.
If at the very least you get that cultural respect, you may not have the financial. Women don't get either.
We don't get it.
And so I think sometimes, because the conversations get really heated, you think it's just fight. Me, I'm not fighting. It's just a fact. And so it doesn't take a year or 3 years or 5 years for women to say, I don't think this society favors me, or I don't think it's over time. So when it seems that people are fighting, nobody is going to cheerfully be relegated to the sidelines. It's not possible.
I think the right term to use is it limits women.
Yes.
I don't think it totally eradicates their rights. I think it limits women. Yeah, that one I know. Growing up and the social cultural and sprinkle of religious.
But you know that
I know all that. I'm not going to say that.
Speaking of men are always feeling frustrated that women are emasculating them because of financial, but they know the feeling of feeling limited. And I'm like, why can't you relate that to what we've been saying since morning?
Do you guys, I'm asking you both now, if you get married now, do you want to run 50-50? Or you want a man that will run everything?
No, I don't want to. I'm not interested in it.
You don't want to what?
50. I'm not interested in it.
In 50-50?
Yeah.
If I have children, how can we run 50-50?
How do you want to run the 50-50?
So
let me tell you,
if we have children, how can you run 50-50?
So which means, by saying that now, you have moved into another exclusive class of men again now,
Which exclusive class?
They play my fans.
Why do you think of... But no,
FK, you don't know what's going on outside. Don't worry, FK.
No, but Reminisce, why do you think of... Why do we think of it just exclusively in the context of like romantic
relationships? Because can I also say that even in this context of not running 50-50, let's be honest, you're looking at financial. Once you get to domestic, it's usually 90-10.
But you know, at the end of the day, man, I'll be honest. Marriage, cohabiting, whatever, romantic relationship, child rearing, finances, it plays a major role.
I know.
Yo, let's not sit down here.
It's not.
I know it's not everything, of course. But what I'm saying is that is the driver. That is what drives most times. That's what amplifies whatever feelings you guys have for each other, whatever compromise or sacrifice you're making. FK, Today, what they no marriage and low, can they go on in the put the
whole world.
We are fighting women freedom. You don't go here for this man. It's only that's all. Because the primary issues they have been resolved.
That's not true.
I don't think that's true.
That's why I would not agree with you when saying Nigerian men. I'm like,
I don't think it's true at all. Because we are seeing the rich people. It's the same problem.
What's the problem there?
It's the same problem.
There's no problem there. You're the one that was thinking. There's no problem.
Telling
Someone
you,
complain for
it's
you.
the same problem. When you finish, money. When you get to people that have money, they still the problem.
Everybody has.
There.
See, the problems remain the same. I think it's just a complete lack of.
So what are we going to do?
We live in a society that is driven by money.
Yes,
of course.
Our society is especially.
Which will affect romance, marriages, education, children, everything.
It's not the crux of the issue because even when people have all the money, the problem still remains.
What problem?
These same problems I was saying with the dynamics of men and women, the dynamics of power, dynamics of women,
we got here.
Limited.
We got here through some people.
Okay, you know what?
This conversation.
FK low active Nigerian men, and I'm not going to agree.
Okay, fine. Do you
I'm
know
not going to let that
Let's
stand. We're not
agree to
romantic.
disagree so that we can.
I brought flowers to the show. See, show the flower. I brought flowers here.
Move on to please pronounce it Sui Generis. What does it mean?
Sui Generis, of its own kind, one of a kind.
Of its own kind, one of a kind.
I like that. Please, what's the chair emoji? I really want to get.
Agony. One of my nicknames.
No, I know your nickname. I'll be calling you
Alaga.
I didn't put that two and two together.
Oh, interesting.
Do you know that I didn't put it together at all?
You see why men are...
Please.
Okay, because of the emoji, Abby.
You see now?
Because I guess in my mind it didn't. Is that even the word for chair?
Aga is chair now.
Really?
Alaga chairman.
I've never said chair in Yoruba before.
No,
Yoruba, but I've never said chair. Chair feels like a word you should say in English. Yeah. Chair.
Aga.
Yes, but she's like I'm thinking maybe because but my Yoruba is Yoruba English.
No, you're
It's a Lagos.
You're just making yourself
happy. It's a Lagos.
Yeah, right. Fair. We're just making ourselves happy.
I can't finesse because on Sunday, because I didn't mommy used to speak it.
No, my dad is the one that speaks in Muslim. My mother doesn't really.
Mom even speaks it, but like she doesn't say her.
You didn't put in extra effort.
She will say chair.
You didn't put in extra effort to learn.
Mommy says.
I'm giving my children Yoruba classes every day.
The only reason I understand is because of my grandparents.
My children don't understand Yoruba, so I start Yoruba lessons.
In the house. My point is that
they can't speak.
They will still say chair.
We understand though, but what is so?
Fair enough. I think it's good. It's very important.
You have to understand. You speak and
Hey y'all.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
So MTN has something fantastic for you guys.
Hajj.
Yes. If you're someone that loves like streaming, like heavy duty
4K.
Yeah, like you're a gamer.
HD.
You like watching all your like shows.
People are testing internet speed fast.
Yes. You listen to the podcast and you don't want to be
you don't want to be seeing things circling around on your screen.
Yes.
You want everything to load up and move quickly. Then what you need is MTN's 5G router.
Yes, you can get up to 1 gigabyte per second.
That is 111.
Boom. And you can play games, you can stream, you can do whatever you want. Like. But we personally suggest that you use it to listen to the greatest podcast on the planet.
And it moves super quickly. Yeah. Once you just do it like this, bam, you're in.
Yeah. Where can they find
you can get it at any MTN store or on the website.
shop.mtn.ng.
Yes.
Happy streaming, happy listening, happy playing,
happy 5G,
happy watching, happy MTN. God bless Nigeria.
Bye.
But why did you decide to do the EP?
The EP, I don't know. I just feel like, the kids were on holiday and I ran a little late. They were on holiday and I had time. So, because we usually have 2 birthdays back to back.
Right.
So they were away and so I had time. So I recorded, but I didn't submit on time eventually. Resumption, she came in mono. So I was just like, I have time now, let me make music.
But genuinely, so it's true because you did say that you took time off of making music as aggressively as well because you wanted to focus on your family.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't believe you.
But isn't it obvious? Like, I'm not an active participant in the business.
Yeah.
I just come out to perform. I'm just out when there's money. Like, I'm not really, I'm not going to, I just come out when there's like, okay, there's an extra 100K, 120K to put in, okay, and 120K, the artistic project. But I'm not going to actively wake up now and say, okay, I'm going to put $500,000 or $200,000 on a project now. I'm not going to do that. From my head and my now, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just at a place where, okay, if I think, okay, people
If
want
you're
music.
feeling it,
If I'm feeling it, if I think I'm free, the kids are not around, the studio is free, okay, come, let's make music.
The fact that you keep saying the kids are not around is blowing my mind.
As in, it's so amusing to me because I'm like, this is now like the thing that is driving your schedule.
You don't understand, yeah, so... Yeah, Daddy They Care, that's my nickname. Everybody knows that. Daddy They Care, that's my nickname.
I love that.
But see somebody that is arguing,
don't mind him. Okay.
But you know also keep eye on your own children.
Okay.
After 1 decade, back to back of hard work.
Fair.
And
I can afford to do this because
now
I'm not under, you understand? I'm not under pressure.
Yeah.
You understand? I would have been able to do this in my heydays or you understand, my prime. No, I would not have been able to. You know, now I can say, okay.
Speaking of that, I wanted to ask you a different question. So I find it interesting, like speaking to people who, like you said, you did the decade and now like you still do the music here and there, but it's not like the driving force of your life. Yeah, like you can sit back and enjoy it and do your own music. So I saw Next to See the other day. So I was also asking him, what for you, like how is it like observing how it is now, which is very different from when you guys started doing it? Like I'm sure, are those guys coming to you like, what's going on here? Or like, what's just your general view? Like if you have
my peers?
No, I mean like, you know, like obviously when you were coming up doing it was a very different industry. If you had to do it now, because I'm just curious about what your opinion is of the way it is now. Like if you had to come up in this current...
I think it would have been super easy because...
I think so. Easier than yours.
Distribution is a whole
because you're streaming.
Do you know what we went through?
Explain now, because I think sometimes. So let me be honest. I think there's a feeling, and you can tell that sometimes because the music industry is shrouded in smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
and then we don't have enough information about what happened pre-digital.
Yeah,
it feels like people are taking things for granted.
Yes.
But it's just that they don't
know. They don't know what that journey
what it was like.
So if I'm 20,
also we couldn't. Sorry to cut you off. We couldn't actually see the way like now you can see somebody's journey because you've been you're following them on Instagram, you're watching them on YouTube. We couldn't see you guys' journey as much
until mid
because like apart from maybe the videos or whatever, we couldn't actually see. We could follow your lives in the same way.
Yeah, so I think there's a huge difference. Obviously, I'll give you an example now. During our own time, to even get you first off, you had to get known by the media people before stardom. It was always the media before stardom. The media people propelled you because you had to record print CDs, take it to the radio. You had to be their favorites first.
Right.
They were the guys.
They're the gatekeepers.
They were the gatekeepers. They were the ones that would now propel you. Depending on how much influence you have, if you're maybe Kenny's or whatever label, and as an independent, very few of us then, and so it's quite a different journey now from where Olamide can post somebody now, and next month there's a hit. David can post somebody now. Very different eras, but then again, like life itself is unfair. I say this all the time. Life is unfair. Yeah, life is not built to. Nobody's going to give you anything. Life is, nobody's meant to be kind to you. You're going to have to get up and take what belongs to you. So I'm not one of those who want to sit down and be telling people. I'm just telling a lot of these young kids, a lot of young artists, a lot of them come to me. A lot of them, like when I'm on the island, like almost all of them. You understand? And it's not even from the musical perspective. It's just from the cool uncle.
Yeah.
Because maybe I play game. I still play PlayStation. Like, you know what I mean? I play with my kid. Like, you know what I mean? So I just try to teach them that, look, you guys are privileged. And the only thing I can tell you is that you have to take advantage of whatever it is you have now. Because I guarantee you, they will move on to the next best thing. Only a few people have that, that grace to stay for a long stretch and still have.
But it takes humility to even have that kind of thought. Because no artist very few creatives, let me just say artists, go into their craft thinking, my time will be over soon. I have a short window.
Jones, Tiny Lights Camera, remember when I started music? Because all my friends were doing G. I came in for Tiny Lights Camera. Do you know what Tiny Lights Camera is? No. A camera that G-Boys used to drive then, that Yahoo Boys used to drive. That's what I just wanted to buy. And we are 14 years in now.
That was what you...
So that was just your goal. I just wanted to blow.
That was your whole...
That was the desperation. I just wanted to blow and buy Tiny Lights Camry. You don't understand? That's what turned to a whole career and whatever. Now, so, even me, myself, he's sitting down there. He's right there. He was through the whole process. When I blew, I used to... before my manager, my first big car.
Yeah.
My manager brought it to the house. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy my first big car. I didn't buy furniture. In fact, we were sleeping on bed without frame. I didn't buy it. All the money I was making, I was saving it and shooting videos.
Yeah.
I didn't spend shit. I was keeping all my money.
Were you afraid?
Because I thought it was going to end in a year.
Yeah.
You don't understand? It was like after a year,
was there ever any point that you were like, you know what? I think I'm fine. Like, I'll always have my people. Or you were always moving.
You had to keep.
Like, you're always afraid. Like, in the back of your mind, you're always like,
no. When as at this time, it was the singles era.
Yeah.
So I had Kakobi Chicken. So this Kakobi Chicken was this era I was speaking about. Kakobi Chicken did not blow up until like 6 months. So I had a lot of negatives in my head.
Yeah.
So by the time the money from Kakobi Chicken started coming in, I said, let's also eat. Let me buy this tiny light. Then let's eat first. Let us see. Let's fill up all the holes here first, before we now start. So I now did another single. It's too much, and I wanna say what's wallet. And I went to Malaysia, I did the video, then I'm like, it looks like I'm becoming a big thing. I'm actually becoming, I'm becoming a big thing. Then I give them another one. I'm like, these people actually like this thing. I give them another one. I'm like, this is the full-time job. So I just, I now, really focused on it. And I, if you look through my career, I think these things are obvious. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm a woman. I'm not bothered about what anybody is doing. I came in here, there is no my intros in me. It's very clear. I'm not doing this thing for passion. I'm not going to sit down here and be deceiving anybody. When I was doing it for the passion, I didn't blow up. I spent my early years, my 20s doing it for passion. I didn't blow up to 31. So I'm not going to sit down here and be lying to anybody. I know how to, I can fucking make music. Don't worry about that one. If you know music, you know. That one is standard. But right now, that passion is not the fucking driving. So how can it be? Obviously, be USD once, and it's NUC. That's enough. It is what it is at the end. You know what I mean? So
if you don't understand Yoruba, he said dollars have entered the market.
You understand? We are back in here. We are back here to collect pension funds.
School fees.
Pension funds. No school fees.
He's even there. No, you're here for
my pension lily. You don't understand these pension funds, yes, Saudi League. You don't understand? So you know what I mean? So yeah, of course. And again, the problem there is also a lot of people, there's a lot of emotions flying around, and the thing upsets me. You see veterans coming out, this person did this to me.
Yeah.
Nigga, what was you doing with your time? Like, did you think these people were your friends? Like, do you think you have friends?
Like, you don't know.
You don't have friends in this day. You do not. You are chasing the same thing. You do not have friends.
Like,
that is why you need to plan your life.
Friends?
You need to take charge. Plan your life. You will make difficult decisions. You will sack people. You will offend people. You will make choices that cut people off forever. But this shit belongs to me.
Yeah.
So you surround yourself with people who are there to just feed, people who are looking for a means of livelihood.
Yeah.
But you're mistaking it for loyalty. Then the moment shit dips and they leave, you're catching feelings. I bought this one car. What did you think would happen for? Excuse me, brother. What did you think was going on? You don't understand. You think that the person sitting here, I've known him. We used to buy food from his mom. I've known him since he was 5 years old. So there's nowhere he's going. It's not like he wants to be loyal. He says there's no choice.
Yeah.
Because I've known him before even me. I knew I was going to sing. Do you get me? So you need to pick people around you and make sure that this one's good or bad, at least they will be with me.
Can I ask a weird
You understand?
question?
I knew whoever I'm with now before, like since secondary school. So my wife now they talk to me anyhow. And I don't know the best way they respect me that because she just follow me talk anyhow. Like she know they respect me, but normal. What's the you know? Yeah, when you respect me, I'm bad. So anyhow, but based on pay, what's better, you know, yeah, so I think people don't make the right choices. You surround yourself with clowns, and when they do what they're supposed to do, you start catching feelings. And I hate saying that stuff because I'm a logic over emotions type of person.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm not romantic.
No, that's more.
So okay. Come on, this person is I'm gonna go move with me. Can
I ask a slightly strange question?
Yeah.
Do you think there is a way, or for someone like you who probably has, because you from the beginning didn't think music was going to be a career, you see it for what it is, like as an opportunity.
Yeah.
There are some maybe veterans trying to figure out their second wind because they have options. That's the truth. Like you said, everybody has to take control of their career. But is there a way you think people and it's not, and let's even move away from music. Even people who work in like literature or art, like the arts guys, I think older artists must be like
they are, as in they're flabbergasted by what's
we
going
know
on.
young artists who are commanding 50, 100,
as in on their first show,
on their first show.
On their first,
and the older artists are just like, They're like, as in, we did 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
But the point is, it's like football. Pele will look at Maradona and be like, Maradona will look at them, CR7 and be like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Era Nikini.
No, but what I wanted to ask you was, how do you figure out the right attitude that doesn't end up coming? Because unfortunately,
appearing as bitter.
Yes, or envious or angry.
Anybody that is bitter is foolish because it means you don't understand the dynamics of life. These are simple dynamics of life. The people coming after you will definitely take it. You don't understand. That's why I said you have to make very smart use of your time. You understand? You have had your run. I had a fucking great run, bro.
Yeah.
Like, mo wale, mo tell anybody, mo mash anybody. You understand? I did what I had to do, back to back. You understand? You understand? I did everything I had to do. Before I answered that, I said, okay, I'm 40 now.
And now I can
decide. I'm 40 now. They are children. I'll be making music at my own will.
Yeah.
You understand? Not because I have to deliver any album or whatever. You understand? And I'm not under pressure. They know me. I am also living as a pensioner should. You understand? I have a very nice car. They have very nice cars. Kids go to bed. You understand? I live a very, very decent life. I'm not trying to act like a 24-year-old pop star.
Yeah.
You know, there are differences here. You understand? I'm not trying to live or act like a 24-year-old pop star. I'm not, you understand? I'm a what's up uncle now. All I do is go to parties. You understand?
I do yourself.
You understand what I'm saying? So these are consequences of decisions you failed to make earlier on. So, of course, you end up being bitter because you think, oh, I made this, I did this. If somebody is talking about who made, so what should somebody like me say for what people call indigenous rap?
Yeah.
Are people sick in the head? Like, what should I now say? Why am I not chasing everybody up and down? I did this. I don't care. You don't even have to acknowledge that I exist. I'm a fuck off. Get your money, move. Because I don't care. I'm not bothered. Whatever you like, do with it. I'm not. I don't want to know what you understand. If you need support, I'll support you. But I'm not going to sit down and say this person.
This is why
because I do not care. Because I do not care. It was a job, and I have done my bits. I have left. It's a briefly task. I have done it. I have left. So I'm not bothered about what anybody. I'm happy for them. Very happy. Yeah. The game has moved.
Forward.
You had your time and your
So what did you do with your time? Like
a friend of mine and I, because I was a bit more sympathetic to veterans, and he was like, "Look, he works in finance. That sometimes this thing sounds to him like, imagine people like my dad who had to do." I didn't have computers.
Of course.
Yeah.
Complaining. But I said, imagine him just entering a banking hall.
Ledger.
Yeah. And I said, imagine him entering somewhere and say, do you know what we did? Guys are on using like apps and stuff. But I just enter and say, do you know what we went through? That's how
how wild it sounds.
Like imagine him entering, and it's not just like him. He enters one random bank. They don't know him in the branch. Nothing. He just goes there and says, and you know what we went through as accountants in that year. Now you kids. I heard that. Would they just be wondering that who is this madman?
What's happening?
And that breeds a lot of disrespect as well. Because these kids,
people are now using
don't even.
They don't
even looking at you like. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, there's also this perception, unfortunate perception, you know, that probably just a few of us are defined at the moment. Like, maybe people my era, maybe them, myself and whatever. Like, people think older artists, or once you're not active, your life is over, you're not doing. It's crazy. It's like somewhere in people's heads. They have it somewhere in their heads.
Another question I have
almost
is...
sense it. Like, once you walk to something, like, people are shocked. Like, oh, wow. So,
now, what were you doing all this time? And that's my question, because I think part of this whole thing is because, is what you're saying, people did not always... Because they didn't think about it as, look, this is the run we're on. Let's make the most of it. And then let's go. So, and you see it now with young artists as well, where you're not thinking about anything that happens after this. But it seems like you were like, okay, this is it. And now you're making different decisions, like you're sorting out your life. But a lot of people are trying to come back so that they can have a run that will now set them up for the rest.
Thank you very much. A run that will most likely not happen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That is where the mistake is. You want to hunt for it, you are not ever going to get it.
Mm.
You understand? And sometimes, just let it be. It's just gone. Just let it be.
Can I ask a different question? When the Baba Hafusa album, I remember that being, I don't know if what it was like for you, but I remember seeing it in Time magazine. I think this is a very
big deal.
Very, very big deal. Very, very big deal.
I used to be the shit.
Oh God, I beg.
No, but I mean, like, you know, like
But I said, now Apple they in now. But we still the Apple. Number what? Number killer, right? Eh? Number 5. Number 5 Apple no. Well, at 43 years old, I see.
You're doing it now.
I see you question now to.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask, like, how. At what point, because Kako Be Chicken was when I first personally heard of the music. But I wanted to ask, between then and that was like a decade or so.
No, it wasn't a decade.
No,
it was like 5 years after. 5 years.
Yes, it was 5 years. I wanted to ask, like, between then, you can see that it's not a fluke. I might have something here.
Yeah.
What was the rationale in like figuring out how to make your next step when you had a really good run and now you need to make a body of work?
Yeah.
And you've made one before, it did well, but now you want to take it to the next level. What's that kind of thinking? Because you also didn't do it with the same level of pressure as before.
Yeah, of course it was.
Like I remember when people were like, Fireboy's second album, this is his third one, second album, shit. And I remember thinking,
second album.
This boy,
like this is second album. It just came out.
And the thing just came out before
just came out,
everyone said there's more vibration on there. I said yes, because it's a different.
That was the last one.
Of course.
Yeah, and so I wanted to ask, but for somebody like you at the time, like you've seen some success, you started making money, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to try and make a career out of this. Because that album also opened.
Of course, of course.
Way more. So I wanted to ask, with that one in particular, like how you were thinking of.
I just, I had, I did the first one at Kako Be Chicken. So that one I was that was one I did for Camry. I just wanted to drive Camry. So when I bought that Camry and bookings were lazy, then you had to depend solely on shows. There was no digital.
Yeah.
It was shows and money from CDs. It's one of my songs, I know. 15 naira per CD. I be 15 naira per CD then. It used to be 15 naira.
So to make the CD was 15 naira?
No, that's what the Alaba guys give you. The Alaba guys then. That's what they used to give you, 10 naira on a CD or whatever, 9 naira, I can't remember. So that was the first album. So the second album that really cemented my status.
Rema just heard that and said, what?
It was. So I think the second album was what really broke me. That was Alaga Bile. That one did like 30 million units. So that one, there was a lot of...
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was like 30 million.
Crazy.
Really, that was where my life really changed.
Yeah.
That was what turned everything. So there was, of course, a lot of decent money from that. And there was also that like cemented my status, the name, Alaga Bile and whatever. So everything just
came from there.
Go and sing back more. So I was like, okay, what is Eba and sing? So what is Eba? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I didn't even plan I was going to,
do all this one.
Yeah, I didn't even think this thing was going to get to this level. I was just doing my shit. So Baba Hafusa coincided with the period when the digital guys were coming to Nigeria for music and whatever. So I'm like, okay, let me give this shit a try. Let's see what they got. Then I pump it, Wally. I pump it, Wally to what Billboard. Yeah, go. I'm shaming next year. That's how I became the first Nigerian artist. Back to back. So it was just everything is deliberate about me.
Yeah.
I don't do shit because
So when it came, you knew that this is another time.
Because I was like, if I can set 30 million in piracy,
then you can do.
Are you not telling me that the people, even if it's 1/10 of them, I should be able to make something from this thing? And then I now, of course, the sound shifted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But after there was a lot of complaints. People complain. Hey, Baba, only 4 you give us. People complain, but I was just trying to reach a broader audience because I knew what I was trying to do.
And did it work?
Of course it did. But after that, I was well, be Yankee. What I mean? The dark ages, not like now that everybody's still. This was the dark ages. You understand where it was? You understand? It was, So I did it again the following year. This money is sweet like this. You understand? I know I don't like to talk. Nobody know I'm seeing any other. So that was how I decided, okay. And okay, we try. So the game now changed to another phase. The phase where you now have to spend money to get hits.
Right.
Yeah, the stage where money now produces hits, not the music anymore. That's the phase we're in now.
What do you mean?
So
because I don't think
there's not whatever song you see. go and ask what
It's
the
been
marketing
pushed.
budget was.
Yeah.
So that's what determines how big your song goes now. It's no longer about. So when we got to that phase, and I asked myself, okay,
can you do this?
Pension my leads. So we have to make a decision here now. Let me just chill, focus on my family. When I feel like making music, I'll come out.
When you have something to say.
When I have something to say, I'll come out. And if not, I'm a Gilo.
Yeah.
We are very
so this
chill.
EP now, like, what is your... Did you just release it because you're like, this music I want? Or like, what is your...
No, there's Fuji. There's a bit of Fuji there.
Yeah.
There's a bit of transition.
So you're trying to just bring out
there's a bit of transition in there, you know.
Just remind them that
a bit of Fuji. There's one song there that's just for a reminder.
Yeah,
the first song,
just
Coupe,
like was too.
There's one song there, Coupe.
Yeah.
So the Coupe means I never ever...
My favorite song on it is Up As For.
Of course. You turn up
that
mistress.
Song, yes, now.
Yeah, turn up mistress now.
The song just it feels like ginger.
Yeah,
like
yes.
The song is the kind of song where, like, you know, everybody that needs imaginary enemies.
Yeah,
do something
where you're singing as somebody in your mind.
Yeah. So
a couple of I had one with Vector where we used the Kwamwan sample. Mm-hmm. So what I'm just doing basically is just making music for people my age.
Yeah.
You know those people that I said now. Those people that were buying 30 million CDs, I'm like, they didn't die now.
You're bad for them now because they're looking for...
Like, Gen Z. I'm like, big up Gen Z, come on. But the people that listen there, did they die?
No. And they're looking for that music now.
They didn't die, so they want music as well. So I'm like, I'll give them some. Of course, I make music with a lot of Gen Z kids.
Yeah.
OML, do you know OML? Bad boy OML. Mm-hmm. Mad. So there's OML, there's Lucid. It's like, okay, let's just make music.
Yeah.
The primary ones there are for my old fans.
Yeah.
The rap one is for my... That one's a legacy song.
Yeah.
So, don't ever think about it. And there are other ones there. So it's just a project where I just thought, let me just put a couple of stuff together. And it's just music. I just want to enjoy myself. Because it's not like, I'm unemployed. It's not like I have work normally. I'm just at home playing games.
Can you please not say I'm unemployed?
I'm serious, I'm unemployed. It's not like I have work normally now. Monday morning now, after me and this fellow here are drinking. 80% I swear to God, this fellow, look at me, this fellow here. If you come to my house at 10 o'clock, when children are going to school, that's what we are doing. I don't have work, I'm unemployed.
Did you do like, investment portfolio?
I don't have work. You want me to come and say that on your show?
No. I'm just no, not to reveal. I'm just asking now because people that are unemployed, there's something working at the back.
Oh, where?
It's not that they're unemployed.
So?
I think so.
I know so.
I know so. People that are unemployed, that they're enjoying the unemployment. There's something working at the back.
Yes,
there's something working at the back. It's just it's coming out from somewhere.
I tried that.
But what do you think? I don't want to ask that. No, I was going to ask a stupid question. But what do you think? You already told us the legacy song.
Yeah.
Was there any song that you first heard or you were first trying to like work on? You were like, I don't know.
I think that would be... There's a song there's Skopatumana. There's a song called Skopatumana. I didn't understand. It has...
understand?
No, not because... So there are three boys on the song. There's Logos Olori, that's David's artist. There's Logos. There's a kid called Easy Scope. Yeah, he's my boy, Omami Toby, Alaji Poppin. He's Alaji Poppin's artist. So Alaji Poppin brought him home like 2 years ago, but I didn't like how it was sounding. So he now came to meet me at camp and I figured it was sounding different. So I'm like, okay, record. Then there's Bad Banks. It's a third person Bad Band. So I just said, okay, young people, okay,
let's do something.
Let's support the youth.
CSR. You can CSR. I'm unemployed, by the way.
Something for the kids.
At all beats, and they put it on. And so the song, and people were like, this song is lit, oh, this song is lit. And I'm at the stage where you can't really say no to anything because I'm not listening from a younger person's point of view.
So
I'm sure if you ask her now to listen to the project, she might tell you, that's the second song I like then. But me now, maybe it's not my favorite, but it's music. You let it breathe. You just allow the listeners decide. So that was the only one I was a little bit unsure of.
How it would
In fact, I almost took it down the night before release.
Really?
It was that like 10 p.m. before it was dropping 12, like 2 hours to release. I was still like, let's rewrite the artwork again. They were like, need 2 hours to release. Yeah, so my back on there, So that was the only song. But others, I yanked off the one with Lucid was off the last album before I yanked it off. I moved the Ashaka one as well. So I'm just like I like to team my projects.
Yeah.
I like to team my projects. So if I think a song, no matter how big the person is, I'll say no, this song should
Does
not
it
go
fit
this.
in?
When we are going for the next one.
Yeah.
So,
At the moment, who are like 3 artists you really enjoy?
Nigerian overall.
Nigerian. No, but okay, do let's do 3 Nigerian and 3
And
overall.
3 overall, they are
Three
enjoying their
Nigerian.
music at the moment.
Like,
Right now, overall.
Just in, like what you listen to right now that you're really
But
enjoying.
I don't listen to a lot of people, but songs that I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to a lot of people, especially when I'm trying to record, so I don't get
So you
influenced.
don't get
Yeah,
influenced.
fair
I don't
enough.
listen to a lot of
Makes
people,
sense.
but I like Ashake a lot. I like
Yeah.
Ashake was to Malone from one.
Yeah.
Like even before he got signed.
Yeah.
I really like his shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He rests with his own. Like, I understand everything he's saying.
Yeah.
You understand? I understand everything he's
Yeah, I
saying.
understand his
So
whole,
there's
yeah.
Then there's now the, insider factor again. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So one, I like Ashake. I like, Tatuni, Tatulon Tue, Talon Tue. Alomang Baby Debe. Ashake Baby Debe. I like Psycho YP.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Psycho YP a lot.
Interesting.
I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I like his vibe.
Okay.
And I like Odumodu.
Really?
Oh, yeah, really good. I like him a lot.
Okay, well, I mean,
I like
sure.
Odumodu a lot.
Okay.
And I know why you say really.
You can't be perfect.
Why you say
but
really?
fair enough.
Because of, no, I like Odumodu a lot. I like him because he's different. His voice, his carriage, his dressing, he get presence. And I know what you want me to say, but don't worry.
No, we didn't say I don't
Then why are you saying?
No, everybody
The
has
international
their
one.
preference.
Of course, Nas number one.
Yeah.
I like Chris Brown and Wyclef.
Really? As in now.
Where they are like now.
You're still listening to
Where they are
my
like now.
television
Yeah.
at this
Wyclef, yeah.
2024.
If you are a music person, not because if you're a music person, you need to listen to Wyclef. Wyclef is a genius. I'm not talking about his recent music.
Yeah, just like
you need to.
before.
Wyclef is a genius, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah, you have to listen to Wyclef is a genius.
Since that year, I'm not listening to Wyclef.
Yeah, because I hate you. They listen to now.
No. Just even in general, even like in the house music.
But overall,
never been
I love Whitney Houston.
fair. Yeah.
Houston. I think she's one of the
Whitney's
greatest
your-
people ever.
Thank you so much
This was
a
for
lot
of
finally
fun.
coming on the
Honestly,
show.
this was a lot of fun.
Yes,
I
so
think people are
Congratulations
people are gonna really
on the
enjoy it.
EP.
Yes.
yeah, thank you.
You guys
Very,
should
very
please
happy.
go and swim.
Yeah, you're about pension.
Generis, yes.
Pension, yeah, about
You've heard him now.
It's okay, Jubo Chewalo. God will
You've
bless
heard
you.
him now.
God bless
Please,
your
let's
family.
go and stream
Nigerian
it,
men
oh.
are romantic. I'm submissive to my wife. Go and stream it. Go and stream the album. I'm submissive to my wife. I always cook and clean. Go and stream the album. Nigerian women, I'm a feminist. I'm submissive. I cook and clean. Please.
Please go and stream it. Oh.
All right, guys.
Tell them I cook and clean now.
I'm
You
not
said
following
it
you.
now.
You already said that I don't cook.
I cook and clean.
You told them in the beginning.
That was a mistake. I cook and clean.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. You know what to
Thank you.
do. Like and share and do all the things.
And stream.
Sui Generis.
Yeah.
Reminisce his family. We love him very, very much.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye. Hello, boys and girls.
No hello.
Okay.
No hello for them.
Okay.
This is not for
Boys and girls
Good.
only.
Boys and girls. I want to ask you a simple question.
Very simple.
Why are 40-something% of you that watch this thing not subscribed?
Very good.
Is it fair?
Very good.
Is it
Other
good?
people's channels that you don't listen to every week, you subscribe to them.
You know, free
Look at what we do
content.
for you.
Do you pay? You come here, we make fools of
You laugh.
ourselves every week.
Having a great time. Subscribe early. Shit, I
I
don't
don't. Why?
understand it.
Why would you do that?
Is it right?
No. In case you don't know, no. It's not right. Okay? So now, you see that button. Nobody will beat you. Okay, do you know what? You can even cover.
Do it in a shy,
Do it
like
in a shy
mysterious way.
So nobody will know.
Just, oh my God.
Click on the subscribe.
Oh my God.
That's all. God
Just
bless
a
you.
light on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.